Next item is ordinances. Item number 5, ordinance prohibiting camping on private property with city limits of Yuba City. Mr. Darren Gale. Thank you, guys.
Good evening, Mayor Gill and council members. This evening I'm here before you to speak regarding an ordinance revision as relates to prohibiting camping on a private property. In early of this year in January, the city began a clean and safe effort. As part of that effort, we've cleaned up shopping carts throughout the city and have a program to retrieve them on a regular basis, which has been very successful. And in March, the council adopted an updated camping ordinance which prohibited camping on public property, on right-of-ways in parks. Since the time that ordinance has been adopted, one of the issues that our law enforcement officers have found is that it's very difficult to remove vagrants on private property. For example, there's a property in our downtown core where the officers go to regularly, and the people say, well, we have permission from the property owner to stay here. In order for the officers to actually ask them to move, they need to make contact with the property owner in the middle of the night, and doing that is very difficult. And so in an effort to be pro-business and proactive and to continue our clean and safe effort, we're proposing a change or an amendment to that ordinance, which will now include no camping on private property. And the change in the ordinance is, there's not much. The purpose changed in the ordinance from March to include private property. And then there's one statement in there that reads that a person must have express written permission to be camping on private property. And if not, they can be cited for illegally camping on private property. That's the ordinance. There are one other change that was put in here. We met with the homeless consortium, and they asked that one word, or I shouldn't say one word, it's actually 3 words in the ordinance be removed, which talked about in an emergency for the council to adopt a resolution to allow camping on public or private property. They're working and would like to see something happen in the future. They felt that the ordinance stating in an emergency for the council to be able to allow camping did not fit. They've been very supportive of all the ordinance, including our anti-aggressive panhandling ordinance, and so that change has been made. I can answer any questions that you might have. I would ask that you conduct a public hearing and introduce the revised ordinance and waive the first reading.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Gill?
Through the mayor.
Yes.
So if I want to have my son or grandsons camp out in the backyard, this doesn't affect them?
It does not affect them.
It's just other people camping on private property?
Correct. There's also a provision in here that was adopted in March that allows your community services director, your parks and rec director, to allow camping in parks. For example, in the river bottoms, if a scout troop wanted to have a camp out there.
All right, thank you.
Okay, any other questions for Darren? If not, I'm going to go ahead and open it up for a public hearing. Anyone from the public who wishes to comment on this item can do so by going to the podium and stating your name and address for the record. Seeing that there is no mad rush to the podium, I'm going to go and close the public hearing and bring it back to the council for the recommendation.
For the mayor?
Yes.
I'll move to approve.
Okay, I've got a motion by Councilmember Mon.
I'll second.
Got a second by Councilmember Buckle, and all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.